Hello, great people. Candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 presidential election, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has been throwing lyrical slaps and verbal punches at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Atiku Abubakar stated that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is power drunk and he needs to be checkmated and stopped. If not, things will go from bad to worst. And Atiku Abubakar said that if Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not careful, he's going to meet the stiff resistance of not only the opposition but also the generality of Nigerians. In what context did Atiku Abubakar made this statement? What is the reality behind this statement? We'll be reviewing the actions of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the reality of Atiku Abubakar's statement, or otherwise, and associated issues as regards politics and governance under the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now let us dive into it. Atiku Abubakar said Bola Ahmed Tinubu is power drunk and intends to set the country on fire based on the recent happenings in Lagos State and Osun State. You will recall that in Lagos State there's been this speakership battle between Mojisola Miranda and Mudashiru Obasa. Mudashiru Obasa was impeached by a majority of the lawmakers in the Lagos State House of Assembly, and his former deputy Mojisola Miranda was installed as the speaker. But then there has been this back and forth. There's been this power tussle, political dynamics, and of course presidential involvement in the favor of Obasa. So Atiku is now speaking that the way DSS stormed the Lagos State House of Assembly to allegedly force the speaker Mojisola Miranda to resign is a show of shame, and it shows that the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is power drunk. Atiku was also speaking in context of the Osun State local government leadership tussle. You will recall that the appeal court gave a judgment, and in that judgment there's allegedly some ambiguity. So the PDP, which is the ruling party in the state, is interpreting the court judgment to its favor, while the APC is interpreting the court judgment to its favor as well. So there's been this back and forth between the ruling PDP and the opposition APC in Osun State, and this involves the nephew of the president, which is the immediate past governor Gboyega Oyetola. So Atiku was speaking in context of this, that why is he that APC couldn't coordinate himself, and this is eating up the polity, and there's political tension all over the place under the leadership of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So in the exact word of Atiku Abubakar, he described the Tinubu-led government as a power-drunk regime whose intent is to set the country on fire. How reality is this statement? Is Bola Ahmed Tinubu power drunk, and could the action of his presidency set the country on fire? Atiku Abubakar also said the people demand governance, not chaos. Now let us focus on the issue of being a power drunk regime with the intent to set the country on fire. First, the president of a country, if the president is in a sane mind, will not have the intent to set his own country, that he is the number one citizen. He is currently at the helm of affairs. He is currently the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, and he will want to set the country on fire. He's not at the verge of losing the election. It is not an election season, election period. Why would the continent of a country want to set his own country on fire? So the assertion of Atiku at this point in time contradicts the reality or what is expected of any sane president. To what purpose, to what end will Bola Ahmed Tinubu want to set the country on fire? Because if we look at it, the two test case, Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been on ground in Lagos State since 1999 and is still the current political godfather of Lagos State. So the Bola Ahmed Tinubu need to set Lagos on fire, whether he likes it or not, or whether Lagosians like it or not. Bola Ahmed Tinubu haven't learned the lesson in 2023 where Peter Obi won the presidential election in Lagos State. The next presidential election, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu is on the ballot, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will come prepared, and his political talks, his political loyalists, people that believe in using thuggery to win election, despite the fact that even if Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not send them any message, these overbearing admirals in Lagos State would impose Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Lagosians as president haven't learned from the experience of his loss in 2023. So if you look at it, Bola Ahmed Tinubu really doesn't need to do much in Lagos. Mojisola Miranda is his political hallelujah girl. Obasa is his political hallelujah boy. So I don't agree that Bola Ahmed Tinubu will want to set the country on fire based on the case in Lagos State. And in Osun State, it is his nephew that wants to become the governor. Haven't lost the election the last time to Ademola Adeleke. He now wants to become the governor again. So in this case, can we really say Bola Ahmed Tinubu is power drunk? If you look at it from the context of Lagos and Osun State, again from the context of Lagos and Osun State, I would really agree with Atiku Abubakar for the reasons that I have earlier stated, and more so that if you look at it in Lagos State, Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not the one that is power drunk. It is his political boys, it is his political stooge that are power drunk, and the blame is now going to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But we cannot totally exonerate Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the sense that if you look at it, if your political boys, people that you train, are power drunk, because Boyega Oyetola, that is fighting for the leadership of the local government structures in Osun State, is the nephew of the president. Bola Ahmed Tinubu trained him through the political process. In Lagos State, Mudashiru Obasa is the political boy of the president. He has been with the president since the days of SDP, when the president was contesting as a senator at that point in time. So if you look at it, the president has not exhibited power drunkenness, but then his political loyalists, those that he trained, are exhibiting, power drunkenness. So if you look at it, you cannot exonerate Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he's the one that trained them. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has won his own election. He is the president. It is those people that are fighting for their political survival. But then if those people that you train are acting in an irrational manner, are going all out to make sure that they acquire power for themselves, and they are ready to do anything to make sure they acquire that power, can we say that they took after you that trained them? That is where we cannot exonerate Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because the way his political boys are behaving, can we exonerate Bola Ahmed Tinubu because it is safe to assert that they learned the ropes from Bola Ahmed Tinubu? And that is why I said we can blame Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and also we cannot blame him. So we can not blame him because he is not the one that is acting, but then we cannot exonerate him because these are his political boys that learned the ropes under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So for me, it is more of indiscipline on the part of his political subordinate. It is more of desperation on the part of his political subordinate. But then again, if his political subordinate, Obasa, the former governor, Boyega Oyetola in Osun State, if they are behaving well, definitely, rather than condemning Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Atiku Abubakar would rather keep quiet or praise Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let us look at it from that perspective. He would rather keep quiet or decide to praise Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So we cannot exonerate him. So for me, I see it not as Bola Ahmed Tinubu being power drunk, but I see it from the angle of indiscipline, from the angle of political desperation from his political subordinate. That is how I see it, because if you look at it, Tinubu taught them that power is not served a la carte. The president himself said it, that power is not served a la carte, that you must either grab it, steal it, run away with it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has taught them that you must fight for power till the last drop of your blood, that you don't release power easily, that power is not given, you have to grab it. So the orientation will be reflecting in the mind, in the attitude, in the conduct and operations of his political loyalists, that power is not served a la carte, I must grab it. Power is not given for free, I must fight for it. Even if power have been taken away from me, I must also fight back, do all within my possible best to regain that power. So that is where it comes in, that the political tutelage that these actors that are eating up the polity, the political tutelage that they pass through needs to be questioned, and that's where we can blame Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But then again, These people are grown-up minds, and it is not Bola Ahmed Tinubu that I want to believe so, that the president of Nigeria will not tell them, oh yeah, go and fight to gain back the local government and be killing. No, the president of Nigeria should naturally be a very busy man, because the issue of Nigeria alone is enough, for you to be working 24 hours round the clock. So the president again needs to now call his political hallelujah boys to order, so that they can begin to conduct themselves. And in 2027, where he himself will be facing a test case before Nigeria, where himself will be on the ballot, we expect a repetition of the Jonathan era, that, oh, my ambition is not worth the blood of any Nigerians. And if Nigerians vote for him, then he returns as president. And if Nigerians say no, he'll quietly pack his bag and go back home. That is what we expect from Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's been an interesting time with you on this episode of Politing with Dr. Omosoladeji. Do want to subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past videos, and of course I have great interesting videos coming your way. Till I see you again, always remember that I love you all sincerely.